What's the best advice you've ever gotten? We asked several software entrepreneurs who are just killing it this year to give us their 30 to 60 second best lesson learned. Now these guys are absolutely legit, but what you hear might surprise you.
The one thing I would say that I learned in 2014 is perseverance. We raised a seed round this year, and I took 48 investor meetings, and I heard no 43 times. And through hard work and through perseverance, we closed the round. And I think everybody in this room knows how hard it is to be an entrepreneur and what it requires to get the job done. So hard work, keep with that, and good things will happen.
So big lesson learned this year. It's really sale before scale. One of our goals as entrepreneurs is to raise money, and then we need to spend that money. Prioritizing, bring the resources that you need on to achieve sales needs to be job one. A lot of us as entrepreneurs are innovators. We want to build, and that's great. But the reality is, if you have anything to sell, whatever you have compelling enough to raise money on, get the people on board, spend the money in marketing in order to mobilize your community to start, frankly, monetizing them. You can build later. So the lesson, sales before scale.
The lesson for me is just how fragile a venture can be even when it's being successful. And I think it's, as Angel and I were talking about earlier, there's this mythical kind of de-risking process, whereas as you really move forward, you're just moving from one giant pool of uncertainty to another. So a little over a year ago, we had one client that was paying and not using, and another client that was using and not paying. And as we invested and built the product, things really started to get momentum, and all of a sudden we had 10 clients, and all of a sudden we're saying, yikes, we've got to stop our lead generation activities because we can't service and sell effectively to the accounts and certain, the pipeline we're already building. So then it became an issue of raising more money and kind of going back to the side of gathering resources. So just one area of uncertainty to another, and that makes it fun. So enjoy the journey.
The key lesson learned in 2014 is that you got to keep chopping that wood. And what I mean by that is the people who you're trying to sell to, before you conceived your great idea, they had no idea of this problem that your business solves. So when they ask you that $1 million question, what's Get Say To, fill your company name in there. Do not answer with descriptors and features. You answer with questions that help them realize that life would be better if they did business with you. That's my lesson.
And I think the biggest lesson for us since we started classes in September is, pivot is almost a fun word, but it's not a necessary word. So I think a lot of people divert to pivoting too soon. And I think the opportunity to continue to pour and pour and pour on the gas and ensure that you've exhausted everything that your mind, your brain, your idea has exhausted first before doing that is very, very important. So lesson learned for 2014, don't pivot too soon. Give it all you got first.
What I learned this year, I'm a longtime high school basketball coach, and we built these great teams that were passionate, and there's all this love between people, and guys would come back years later, and we'd have these great relationships. And why, in 23 years of commercial software, why is that not the case with business? And we try to throw bigger screens and better tools, and what we realize is it's one-on-one relationship. So take a string and put it between every single person on the team. When you pull it, it should vibrate in harmony. If there's one bad actor, right, and there's a lot of different kinds of bad actors, can't do a good deal with a bad person. You also can't run a business with a bad person, especially a startup with a bad person. So you get one bad actor in that mix, and it's out of harmony. So my challenge for you guys here today is, if there's a bad actor in your midst, in your company, or if your leadership is not challenging you, it's time for you to move to the next thing so that you are challenged. That's what we've learned. Thanks, man.
Like what you heard? Give us a like or drop a comment below. While you're at it, click the link and we'll send you our best insider secrets and interviews with entrepreneurs from the trenches. Thanks.